Hi, and thanks for the class today. So today's class is focused on our hip strength and mobility. So we're going to do a range of exercises to really work on that movement control and strengthening, particularly into those glutes and around our core. So we're going to start the class in standing, then we're going to come down into 4-point kneeling, onto our sides and onto our backs as well today. So I hope you enjoy the class, but please remember, always work to a level that you feel comfortable with, because most importantly, we want you to enjoy it. Okay, so when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start by bringing those toes apart and those heels apart, so our feet at that hip width distance. Just to start with, we're going to transfer that weight onto the fronts of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just nice and slowly forwards and back, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements, so that weight's going nice and evenly down through those feet. Knees are nice and soft, so not locked back, hands up into your pelvis. Very gently, we're going to tilt the pelvis forward and then tilting it back. So just nice and slowly forwards and back, just looking for that midpoint between those two movements, so our pelvis in that nice neutral position. Ribs are soft, collarbones are wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted. Okay, so we're just going to warm up through our legs and our hips with some standing scissor movement. So we're just going to flex my hip, lifting up and lowering. Opposite leg, lifting and lowering. So kind of marching legs a little bit here and down. So we're just flexing that hip, no higher than that hip height, lifting and lowering. Good, lifting and lowering. So we're going to add our arms in, raising at the same time and down. Alternating sides with those legs, raising up and down. Well done. And again, lifting and lowering. And down. Good. A few more here. Just warming up through those legs, flexing those hips and down. A little bit of balance as we come onto that opposite leg and down. Very good. And again, and lowering. One more each side, and opposite side, and down. Well done. Okay, so keeping those feet that hip width distance apart, we're going to drop down into some squats now. So I want you to have that weight going back onto your heels. So imagine you've got that chair behind you. We're going to sit back down and lift up. So just go as low as comfortable. We're dropping down, lifting up. Still keeping those knees that hip width distance apart as you drop down, lift up. So we can bring those arms back in, reaching forwards and up if you want to. So dropping down, lift up. Good. And again, drop down, lift up. Good. Sinking down, lifting up. Drop down, lift up. Well done. Sink down, lifting up. Now on this next one, we're going to drop down, hold that there, breathing in and out and lifting up. Good. And again, drop down, hold that there, breath in and out. And lift up, very good. And again, sinking down. Hold that there. Keep that distance with those knees. Breath in and out. And lift up. Good. Last two here. Drop down. Hold that there. Breath in and out. And lift up. One last one. Drop down. Breath in and out. And lifting back up. Well done. Okay, so we're going to move in some, work on some movement into our hip with a one leg circle. I want you to come onto one leg, knee nice and soft. Opposite leg, we're going to come around in a circle, gently moving through this movement here. Good. So we're circling around either with that toe just hovering off the floor, or if you need to, we can just keep it in contact with the floor there. And we're coming around and back. This leg you're standing on is working really hard to support you. So really challenge that balance a little bit on this side and that control. Good. Let's change the direction of our circle, moving gently around. That movement's coming from that hip joint, so we're circling that leg around and back. Good, this leg's still working really hard to support us as that standing leg. Well done. Moving gently through and back. Breathing in and out. One more circle, coming around and back. Lower that leg back down. Very good. Okay, coming on to the opposite side. So that leg you're standing on supporting you. Keep that knee soft. With this other leg, we're going to come round in that circle, either toe keeping in contact with the floor or just above, and we're circling around from that hip joint. So moving gently through. Good. Controlling that movement from that hip. Again, that standing leg's working really hard to support you. Keeping up nice and tall. Good. And let's change direction of that circle. Moving gently around. Well done. Last few here. Good. Breathing in and out. Well done. And one more time. and coming back to that start. Well done. Okay, so we're going to work on some fold and stretch movement here. So I'm going to reach my hands up and above my head together. And we're going to extend one leg behind me here. And then I'm going to bring that knee towards my hands together, folding in. And then I'm going to extend that hip, extending away again. And again, so folding in, reaching up, extend that leg back and away. Good, folding in, reaching away. Good, and again, fold in, reach back and away. Good, folding in, reach back and away. Let's see if we can do 5 more here. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reaching away. Bring that leg back in, bring those arms back down. Good. We'll do the same the other side. So extend that opposite leg away, reach those arms up above our head. Same again, we're going to fold in, reach away. Fold in, extend that leg back and away. Good. Reach away. And again, fold in, reaching away. Good. Let's see if we can do 5 more here. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reaching away. Bring those arms back down. Bring that leg back in. Well done. Okay, so we're going to work on our balance and control a little bit more with our pendular leg swing, okay? So we're going to have weight onto one side, which is really going to work on that stability and control with the standing leg. And I want you to reach forward with one leg, so toe pointing forwards. Then we're going to swing that leg around, tap it behind us. So swing that leg around and forwards, and then around and back. So it's that pendular swing with this leg. The standing leg's working really hard to support you. Good, so we're swinging that leg around and forwards, round and back behind. Good, and again, swinging forwards and back and behind. And again, swinging forwards, reaching back. Lovely, and again, swinging forwards and back. Last few, swinging forwards and back. Very good, let's do one more. Swinging back and forwards. Lovely, bring that leg back in, very good. Okay, we can do the same on the other side. So that leg that you're standing on, working hard to support you. Opposite leg, we're going to point that toe, pointing forwards. Then we're going to swing that leg around and back and around and forwards. Good, so that pendular swing with that leg, just moving through that hip, pointing forwards, swing round and point back. Good. That standing leg's working hard to support you. Make sure that knee isn't locked back. Moving through and back. Lovely, swinging round and forwards, around and back. And again, swing around and forwards, around and back. Good, swinging forwards and around and back. Very good. Last few and back. Well done. Pointing forwards and around and back. Well done. Let's do one more. Swinging forwards and back. And then coming back to that start. Bring that leg back in. Well done. Very good. Okay, so just going to work that control of those legs just a little bit further with our standing scooter. So feet that hip width distance apart. We're going to bend the knees just slightly here, flexing a little bit of those hips. I'm going to transfer the weight onto one leg. Opposite leg coming next to that foot, and we're going to reach, extend it away, fold back. So extending at that hip, reaching behind, fold back. And again, reaching back and forward. This standing leg again is working really hard to control and support you. Reaching away and back. Now if that's comfortable, we can add in reaching our arms up and back. So breathing out, reach away, breathe in, fold back. Breathe out, reach away, breathe in to fold back. And back, well done. Breathing out and back. Last few here, reaching away and back. Good. Reach away and back. Well done. Let's do one more. Reaching away and fold back. Well done. Lifting back up. Very good. Okay, let's do the same other side. So bending those knees, just flexing slightly, transferring that weight onto that opposite leg. Same again. Reaching away, fold back. So extending at that hip, reach away, tapping back. And back. Well done. This standing leg's working really hard to support you. Reaching away and back. Well done. And back. Good. Then if you can, we're going to do the same without adding our arms and back. breathing out, reach away, breathe in to fold back, and back. Good. Last few here. Reach away, fold back. Good. Let's do one last one. Reaching away and fold back, lifting back up. Well done. Okay, now we're going to just stretch and open out into the fronts of our hips now. So we're going to step forward with one foot, opposite foot is going to go back, and I want the back leg, those toes pointing outwards. We're going to keep these hip bones pointing forwards. So I want you just to cross your arms, and we're going to press through that front leg, just pushing into that front leg. Really feel that opening out and stretching into the front of those hips there. Breathing in and out. As I breathe out, pressing down into that front foot, just opening out into this hip here. Breathing in and out. One more time, breath in. As you breathe out, just press that a little bit further into that front foot. Well done. And out. And then gently coming back up. We're going to switch sides, so opposite foot behind. That back foot's going to point outwards, front foot pointing forwards, crossing those arms, keeping those hip bones pointing forwards, and we're going to press down into that front foot, breathing in and out. Just pressing on that out breath gently down into that front foot. Really feel that stretch, that opening into that back hip, breathing in and out. Good, and again, breath in. As we breathe out, pressing gently into that front foot if you can, just opening into that back hip. Well done. And then gently coming back up, bring those feet back together from there. Well done. Okay, so let's just do a few roll downs before we move down onto our mat. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, roll those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there. Then as you breathe out, gently restacking, lifting back up into standing. Good, and again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Breath at the end there. And as you breathe out, slowly restack through those spines up into standing. Good, let's do one more time. Breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Breath at the end there. And as you breathe out, gently coming back up into standing. Good, so we're going to come to the end of my mat, and then we're going to do that one last time, but this time we're going to roll down and come down into 4-point kneeling. So we're going to take a breath in. As I breathe out, tucking that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Just soften your knees at your end point, then we're going to walk our hands down and slowly come down into our 4-point kneeling position, and we're going to continue our class from here. Okay, so we're going to continue here into 4-point kneeling. So my hands are just in front of those shoulders, elbows nice and soft, knees underneath those hips. So we're going to start here with our swimming movement, but we're going to add in a little bit of a variation with some tucking and tapping here. So we're going to take a breath in. As I breathe out, I'm going to extend one leg away. If you can, we're going to reach the opposite arm away. And then as we fold them in together, we're going to tap that hand to the knee. And we're going to reach away. And this time tap the hand and foot to the floor, lift up. So again, we're going to fold in, tap, reach away, tap down, lift up. And again, fold in, tapping hand to knee, reaching away, tap down, lift up. And again, fold in, tapping in, reach away, tap down, lift up. Good, tucking in, extending away, tap down, lift up. Well done, last few, tucking in, reaching away, tap down, lift up, and again folding in, reaching away, tap down, lift up. One more set, fold in, extend away, tap down, lift up, fold back. Well done. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So we're going to extend that opposite leg. If you can, reach that opposite arm. Then we're going to fold in, so tucking in. Then we're going to reach away. As we reach away, we're going to tap down with the hand and foot, lift up, tuck in, reach away. Tap down, lift up, and again tuck in, extend away, tap down, lift up, and again tuck in, reach away, tap down, lift up, and again tuck in, reaching away, tap down, lift up. Good, and again folding in, reaching away, tap down, lift up. Good, and again fold in, reaching away, tap down, lift up. Last few here. folding in, extending away, tap down, lift up one last time, fold in, reaching away, tap down, lift up, and then folding back to that start. Well done. Okay, let's just come off those hands for a minute, have a little stretch out. Dropping that bottom down towards those heels for that child pose stretch. Well done. So just take a few nice deep breaths in and out here. Breathing in and out. Good. One more time, breath in and out. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to come up onto our elbows now. So coming down onto our elbow here. If you don't want to be on your elbows, you can come back up onto your hands if that's more comfortable. But if you can, we're going to reach one leg away here, and then we're going to keep the leg extended, and then we're going to lift it up towards the ceiling and down. And again, lifting up and lowering. So really working into those glutes to extend that hip and down. Let's do 5 more here. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We're going to lift that leg up again towards the ceiling. Hold that there. We're going to do a little circle with that leg round. So again, really challenging those glutes to control that movement. Drawing that circle with your foot. Moving around and back. Well done. Keeping that control. Still breathing in and out. Don't hold your breath as you're circling that leg around and back. Let's change direction of our circle. Coming around. Moving gently through. Well done. Keeping that control. One more circle. And back. And then lowering that leg back down. Well done. Okay, let's do the same the other side. So extending that leg away. And we're going to lift that leg up again, extending at that hip and down. Good. And again, lifting and lowering. Keeping that control and down. Let's do 5 more here. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Then we're going to lift that leg up again as we did before. Hold that there. And we're going to do a little circle round one way. So circling through that hip, moving gently here, controlling that movement. Well done. Moving through. Good. Nice and control. And let's change direction of that circle. Moving gently around. Good. One last circle. Back to that start and lowering that leg down. Well done. Okay, so this time I'm just going to come with one elbow, my forearm's going to come across the body, and then I'm going to come up onto my hand on the other side. The side that's so the opposite leg to the elbow that's on the side, we're going to extend the leg away. And you might feel like your hips just kind of rotate outwards slightly. We're going to lift that leg up, so it's just giving us a little bit of a different range here. And we're going to bring the knee towards our elbow and extend away. And again, bring that knee towards the elbow and extend away. So it's kind of coming in towards your side here, reach away. Good, and again, folding in and down. Good, and back, fold in, reach away. Let's do 3 more here. So we're going to go 3, 2, and 1. Reaching away. Well done. Lower that leg back down, fold back in. Good. Let's do the same the other side. So up onto the other hand, other elbow comes down, that forearm across the body. We're going to extend that opposite leg away here. Lift up towards the ceiling. Again, you'll feel that kind of opening out through that hip. And then we're going to bring that knee towards that elbow and away. So there's nowhere near there touching, but they're coming towards, bring that knee in towards your side, reaching away. Good. Folding in, extend away. Well done. Fold in, reach away. Good. Out to the side. Good. Let's do 3 more here. So I'm going to go 3, 2, and 1, reaching away, lower that leg back down, bring that leg back in. Very good. Let's come off those hands, have a little stretch out one more time. Breathing in, dropping that bottom down to those heels. And out. Good, and again, breath in. And out. Lovely. And slowly bring those hands back up. Good, okay, so we're going to come down onto our sides now. So if you grab your thicker block, I'm using it to support your head here. We're going to come down onto our sides. Now we're going to straighten out through that lower leg here, and with this top knee we're going to just tap it down towards the mat in front of us. So with this top leg we're going to, from there, extend the leg back and away. So we're going to fold back down, tapping that knee towards the mat or onto the mat if you can, and then reaching it back and away. So it's nice and controlled, tapping down and extending back and away. Good, so tapping down, extending back and away. Good, and again, folding down, reach back and away. Well done, and again, fold down, reaching back and away. Let's see if we can do 8 more here. So 8, reach away, tap down, 7, good, 6, 5, 4, 3, well done, 2, and 1, reaching away, lower that leg back down, well done. Let's drop that leg in front, give that muscle a little rest there. So while we're resting this top leg, let's lengthen through that lower leg and just do a few little pulses of that inner thigh, just breathing in and out. Good, breathing in and out. Well done, breath in and out. Lovely, one more time, breathing in and out. And then lower that leg down. Good, so let's bend those knees back up again here. We're going to go into our side kick movement. So keeping those hips stacked, we're going to lift this top leg up to that hip height level. Keeping that knee bent to start with, we're just going to glide the leg forwards and gliding it back. So imagine it's on a table, so keeping it at that level, you're gliding it along the table and then gliding it back. So keeping that leg at that hip height level is really going to challenge those glute muscles, which is what we're trying to do, and control that movement, gliding forwards and back. Now if you want to make it a bit more challenging, we can extend through this top leg, do the same movement again, but just with that leg straight. If the leg's straight, then we can point the toes as we glide forward, flex the foot as we glide back. Point the toes as you glide forward, flex as we glide back. So just keeping that control, nice smooth movement, that leg staying at that hip height level. Again, really challenging those glutes as we glide forwards and glide back. Well done, gliding forwards and back. Well done. Last few here, gliding forwards, gliding back, keeping that control. That leg staying at that hip height level, really working into those glutes. Well done, gliding forwards, gliding back. Last few, glide forwards and glide back. Lovely. Let's do one more, gliding forwards, gliding back, and then lowering that leg back down. Well done, relaxing those muscles. Okay, so let's come up and over onto the other side, do the same again. So we'll bring our block with us. We're going to come down and we're going to start with that knee tap and stretch. So we're going to bring the pillow with us. So we're going to extend through that lower leg, just bending that top leg, have that knee resting down onto the mat there. So as we did before, we're going to tap that top knee down, then we're going to extend it back and away. So tapping the knee down in front, then extending the leg back and away. Good, and again, tap down, reaching back and away. Good, folding in, extending away. Lovely, let's see if we can do 8 more. So we're going to go 8, reaching away. 7, good, 6, nice and controlled, good, 5, 4, 3, reaching back and away, 2, and 1, reach back and away, and then lowering that leg back down. Well done. So let's drop that leg in front, give that muscle a little rest there. While we're doing that, we can lengthen that lower leg, just do a few little pulses of that inner thigh. So just breathing in and out. Good, and again, breath in and out. Lovely, and again, breathing in and out. One last time, breath in and out. and lower that leg back down. Very good. Okay, so let's bend those knees back up together again. We're going to go into our side kick movement here. So hips are stacked on top of each other. We're going to start by lifting this top leg up to that hip height, keeping that control, and we're going to glide the leg forwards and then gliding it back. And again, gliding forwards and glide back. So nice, smooth movement, gliding forwards, gliding back. And again, glide forwards, glide back. Lovely. And back. So keeping that control, keeping that leg at that hip height level, imagine it's on that table as you're gliding it forwards and then gliding it back. Well done. Keeping that control, glide forwards, glide back. So either with that knee staying bent, or as we did before, we can extend through that top leg. Same again, gliding forwards, gliding back. So if that top leg's straight, then we can point the toes as we glide forward and then flex the foot as we glide back. Good, point the toes as we glide forward, flex the foot as we glide back. And again, point to glide forward, flex to glide back. So just keeping that control, gliding forwards and back. Well done. That leg staying at that hip height level, really challenging those glute muscles. Well done. Last few here, gliding forwards, gliding back. Well done. And let's just do one last one. Gliding forwards, gliding back, and then lowering that leg back down. Well done. Give that muscle a little rest. Okay, so we're going to come round onto our backs now. So I'll put that block back down. We're going to come round and down onto our backs here. So feet and knees like hip width distance apart to start with. Just tilting that pelvis forwards and back. So we're into that nice neutral position. Those ribs are nice and soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted from there. Okay, so we're going to start here with our scissors movement just to work into those hips. And we're going to float one leg up into our tabletop position. Now I want you to keep this knee angle the same in that 90-degree angle. And we're going to tap that foot down, lift up and lower. Opposite leg lifted. Tap that foot down, lift up and lower. Good, and again, lifting up, tap down, up and lower. And again, lifting up, tap down, up and lower. So we're going to keep repeating that here, alternating sides. Now if that feels comfortable there, keep going, just tapping alternating sides, that single leg. Or we can lift one leg into tabletop, the other leg to join, and then the same again, tapping down one at a time. Just do what feels comfortable for you. Okay, but we're lowering down from those hips, from that pelvis, not bending at the knee. So just watch you're not bending that knee. This angle should be staying the same. And we're tapping down, lift up. Good. Now if it feels too much to tap all the way to the floor, then we can always just tap just halfway down and back up as a way of building up to that, if you want to. So just imagine you're dipping your toe into a bucket of water, just dipping it in halfway and then back up, if that feels better. Good, and up, tap down, lift up. Breathing out as you tap down, breathe in, lift up if you can. But just make sure you're not holding your breath, and up. Breathing out, tap down, breathe in, lift up. Very good. Now keep going here, all with that single leg. If you want an extra challenge just for the last few, we can go a little bit quicker. So we're breathing in for 2 and out for 2. Breathing in and out. If that feels better, then keep going here. If that's too challenging, come back to those previous levels. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And out. Good, one more breath in and out. Then coming back to that start, lowering those legs one at a time back to that start position. Good, so feet and knees that hip width distance apart. Arms relaxed down by your side. We're going to go into our bridge here. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to lift up into that bridge, using those glutes, using those bottom muscles to lift up into that bridge. Breath in to hold. As you breathe out, lowering back down. And again, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up, using those glutes, lifting up into that bridge, breath in to hold. And as you breathe out, Gently coming back down. Now either staying here with those feet down, lifting and lowering, or if you can, we're going to lift up into that bridge, hold that here, and then we're going to keep the knee bent and raise one leg and lower, opposite leg and lower, and then coming back to that start. So into our marching bridge. And again, so we're lifting up, holding that there, one at a time, raise the leg and lower, opposite leg, good, and gently coming back down. And again, lifting up, holding that there, lifting and lowering, that marching bridge, good, and then gently back down. Now really trying to keep that pelvis nice and level when we're adding those movements of our legs. Good, and down, and lowering back down. Well done. Last few here, lifting up, holding that, marching legs, and gently down. Good, let's do 2 more sets. So we're lifting up, hold that there, raising up and down, and gently coming back down. Well done, let's do 1 more time, lifting up, hold that there, raise up and down, opposite leg, and then gently lowering back down, back to that start. Well done, let's bring those knees in, have a quick little hug and stretch that out. Good. Okay, so we're going to open out through our hips now into our dead bug movement. So really lengthening out through the body, and we're going to float our hands up towards the ceiling. Now we've got 2 options here. We can either just stretch opposite arm, opposite leg, and just hover that leg along the floor here, and then gently back. So breathing out, reaching away, really opening out through the front of that hip as you come and lengthen that leg away. So either continue here, or if that's comfortable, we can lift both legs up into double tabletop. Do the same again, reaching away from here. Obviously a little bit more challenging through that center into that core, so just pick what feels comfortable for you. Reaching away and back. So really opening out into the front of those hips and back. Breathing out, reach away, breathe in to fold back. Breathe out, reach away, breathe in to fold back. Good, and back. Well done, breathing out, breathe in to fold back. And back, well done, reaching away, fold back. Last few here, and back, reaching away, fold back, breathing out, reach away, breathe in to fold back. And back, well done, breathe out, breathe in to fold back. Well done. And back. Lovely. Let's do 1 more each side, reaching away, folding back, and back. Lower those legs if they're lifted, and float those arms back to that start. Well done. Let's bring those knees in again just for a quick hug. Nice breath in and out here. On that out breath, just relaxing down. Well done. So arms down by your side or out to the side of you. Let's have a nice little stretch into rotation movement here. So just dropping those knees over, turning that head gently, and then slowly coming back up and onto that opposite side. So we're just rotating side to side from here. Drop those knees over, gently coming back up and over onto that opposite side. Good. And again, gently bring those knees back up, dropping over, rotating onto that opposite side. Well done. Drop those knees over, turning that head. Slowly coming back up and over onto that opposite side. Good. Let's do 1 more each side. Drop those knees over. Gently coming back up and over onto that opposite side. Fantastic. Bring those knees back up, arms back down by your side. Okay, so let's lengthen out through our legs now. So knee up towards the ceiling, stretch out through the back of the leg there to really stretch into our hamstrings. We can use your hand to support that leg there, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, and we're going to hold this stretch. So just breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and out. So just lengthening out through the back of the leg here. Well done. And then we're just going to point and flex through the ankle here, just changing that stretch slightly. Pointing and flexing through that foot. Well done. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Good, and lower that leg back down. Same with the other side, knee up towards the ceiling. Lengthen out through the back of that leg. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Feeling that stretch into those hamstrings at the back there. Holding that stretch, good. Breathing in and out. Well done. Then if you can, we're going to point and flex through the ankle here. Just moving gently through, pointing and flexing. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Just lengthening out through the back of that leg. Well done. And then lowering that leg back down. And we're going to stretch into our glute muscles now. So put one foot onto the opposite knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, just bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And then holding this stretch here. So just breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. Sinking into that stretch. Well done. Holding that there. Breath in and out. Well done. Just dropping into that stretch that little bit further. Well done. And then lowering that leg back down. Other side, opposite foot onto the other knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. Again, if that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we can bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And then holding this stretch again. So just breathing in and out. Dropping into that stretch out a little bit further if you can. Good, breathing in and out. Well done, then just lowering that leg down. Then feet together, let's just drop those knees open, just to open out into that inner thigh. Just allow those knees just to really sink down towards the floor. Just placing my hands onto that rib cage. Just while we're holding that stretch here, we just take a few nice deep breaths in and out. As we breathe in, feel that rib cage expand. And as you breathe out, feel it sinking in. At the same time, we're just allowing those knees just to soften down towards the floor. So just take a couple more breaths in and out in your own time. Good, and one last one. And then just slowly bringing those knees back up together. And then we're going to come back up into sitting here. So just sitting comfortably. Either legs crossed or legs out in front of you, whatever feels comfortable for you. So a few little shoulder rolls here just to relax through those shoulders. Well done, neck nice and long. And we're going to just finish off here with our mermaid stretch. So we're going to drop one hand down to the side, reach the opposite arm up and over just to really lengthen through that side here. Breath in. And as you breathe out, lifting up and over. Good, opposite side, drop down, reaching over, lengthening out through that side, and then gently lifting up and over. One more each side, drop down, reaching over, lengthen through that side, and back. One more time, drop down, reaching over, lengthen through that side, and then back to that start. Well done, relaxing those shoulders. Fantastic, well done. I hope you enjoyed the class today. Thank you for joining me and hopefully see you again soon.